Okay, so welcome to today's 2022 graphics video question 3. Alright, so part A, shown below is a 3D model of an action camera. Also shown is a drawing of the LCD panel on the back surface of the camera, which displays power level, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connection. Part A, the outline display is shown below. Okay, shade the display to show the power level at 80%. Right, so there's 2, 4, 5 parts. 100 divided by 5 is 20%, or is 20 multiplied by 4 is 80. So 4 segments is going to be shaded. You doesn't have to be shaded in those colors. It just has to be, it doesn't say that, it just has to be shaded, okay, to represent, 4 segments, okay, retaining power. So just shade in as shown, okay, do a good job, don't do anything scrappy on it or go a few little zigzags that looks rotten. Now, part B. So, part B, okay, has Wi-Fi connectivity. The camera has Wi-Fi connectivity for uploading videos. The drawing across shows a logo for wireless connection. Alright, divide the line AB into 5 equal parts and complete, okay, the drawing of the wireless logo below. Now, so what they're assessing you is on your knowledge on how to divide a line into 5 equal parts. So I'm going to draw a line at any acute angle to line AB. So I'm going to draw a line at any acute angle to line AB. Right. So I'm going to make, this is going to be divided into 5 parts. So I'm going to make this line equally divisible by 5. So I'm going to draw it 5 centimeters long. I'm going to mark 1, 2, 3, 4. So I mark them every 10. Now I'm going to join the last point on my acute line to point A. So I'm going to join it to point A. I'm going to draw all subsequent lines parallel to that first one I drew until they touch line AB. So they're all parallel to each other. Notice how my T-square is not straight against the desk. I've lined the 2 points up and I'm sliding it on to every mark. Then I'm going to get my compass. I'm going to set my compass there to be. I'm going to bring the nib to the end of each division line and I'm going to draw in the arcs there to do it. That the equal division lines method is what's going to get you the marks. If you don't do that, you're not going to get the marks because you've shown that you don't know how to divide a line into equal parts. So you have to do that. Okay, you're not asked, okay, to shade it, so shade the display, so you're not required to do that, right? So part C, the camera has a Bluetooth connectivity to enable it to connect other devices. Shown on the right is the outline drawing of the Bluetooth symbol based on a regular hexagon. So 6 equal sides, 6 equal angles, external angle of 60 degrees. Complete the drawing of the Bluetooth symbol below, and P and Q is already given. So that line P to Q is at 30 degrees. So I'm going at 30 degrees from P. Okay, all sides are the same. Okay, so to construct a hexagon, I could go across from Q there, or I could get my compass, okay, put it on P, bring it to Q and flip it around there until they intersect, whichever one you want. Right, now going to go up from each side. Okay, I'm going to get my compass here, it's set to PQ. I'm going to swing it from Q, it from here, I'm just going to call that R S T, and then I'm going to set my set square. I'm going to get my set square at 30 degrees. I'm going to draw a 30-degree line, 30-degree line here until they intersect. Now I have the outline of the hexagon here, right? So I'm going to join the corners then, R to T. It's like a little cube basically. You can see the pattern. So R to T, SQ, okay, U to P. Okay, and then I'm going to heavy the relevant lines in. So I'm going to heavy P to U. Okay, I'm going to heavy U to T. Okay, T to R. Okay, and SQ. Now, and that's that complete. Right, part D. The tripod is based on a triangular pyramid. So part D, shown on the right, is the action camera mounted on a tripod. Okay, the tripod is based on a triangular based pyramid, so it's most likely a tetrahedron there. Shown below is the outline, elevation and plan of a similar tripod. Complete the indexing, okay, of the elevation from plan and find the true length of line OA. So here's A, B in elevation, because A is just straight up, so is B. C, okay, is on the base of it there. Okay, this red triangle, this is on the horizontal plane. So C is there, that's the horizontal plane, and O is there. So find the true length of the leg OA. Now, I'm going to teach you the two methods how to do this. Method number one is rotation. So method number one is rotation. So I'm going to draw a line parallel to the XY line in plan. So a line parallel to the XY line in plan. I'm going to get my compass, put O on, or my compass on O, and bring the nib to A. Now I'm going to rotate A onto that line. And I'm going to bring that up until it touches the XY line. Now A's moved in plan, so A moves in elevation. So this is A1 now. And I'm going to join A1 to O. Right? And there's the true length of O to A. Because if a line is parallel to the XY line in plan, it's parallel to the vertical plane. So it's a true length in elevation because you're looking perpendicular to the vertical plane. Now, method number two is by using an auxiliary. So I'm going to take an auxiliary looking perpendicular to this line. So my set square is at 60 degrees because line OA is at 30 degrees. And these projection lines are going to be at a right angle to line O to A. So a right angle to line O to A is key. I'm going to draw in my X1, Y1 line, which is okay parallel to line OA and perpendicular to the projection line. So that's the X1, Y1 line. Now I'm going to get my compass and I'm going to take the height of O from the XY line to elevation. So I'm going to get the height of O. Okay, and I'm going to mark that onto my X1, Y1 line. And then A is on the XY line elevation, so it's on the X1, Y1 line in our auxiliary elevation. And here is the true length of line O to A, because the true length of a line is seen in a view looking perpendicular to it. And the reason that's looking perpendicular to it is because the projection lines are at a right angle. And notice right there, look, take this distance, and they're both the same. They're both true lengths. Okay, so 3E, we've got the camera and we need to draw an elevation in the direction of arrow A, an end elevation in the direction of arrow B, a plan view from above, and then eventually we'll have to determine the true shape of surface S. Now we'll look at a quick model here for us. Okay, just want to hide some of the pictures. Okay, so there's our camera, so our elevation, looking in from arrow A, is going to look like this. Our plan view, okay, projected from the top, is going to look like this. And our end elevation, projected from arrow B, is going to look like this. Now, how are we going to organize it on the page? So this is how it's going to be organized on our page: our elevation, our plan view, and our end elevation. Notice our hidden detail that's going to be in it. So I'm going to bring up the hidden detail. So we're going to have a hidden detail here. Okay, along that line, hidden detail there. So you can see it's hidden detail here in elevation and in end elevation. And this is what it's going to look like in plan view. Now I'm going to turn on the color here for us there to help us visualize it. So we can see our color, and then now I'm going to add in dimensions then so we can see how to lay out with the dimensions. Here are some dimensions here. It's not all of them, there's just some there to give you the outline of it. So I'm going to begin drawing now. Right, so I'm going to draw in, okay, an XY line, hopefully about here. Okay, the size of this, 25, okay, and 35 is 60, and 50 is 110, okay, and 20 is 130. So I'm going to make this 130 long. Now, the height of it is 90. I'm going to go up 90. So I can see my distances going across: 25, 35 and 50. So 25, 35 is 60, 50 is 110. Right, just draw my lines up. Now, a height up of 70 there, so I'm going to go up 70. Okay, now, then I'm going to join these lines together. So that represents an edge view of that surface there. Right, now I want to get, okay, the camera lenses. Now, these lines here are key to help me solve it. See, the big radius 35 circle is a tangent to this line, and it's a tangent to that line. So from this one it means over 35, okay, and it's going to be down 35 from this level. So if I draw a light line across here when I refer to that word level, right, that's the line I'm referring to by that level. Okay, and I'm going to go down 35 and out 35. So I'm going down 35. I'm going to draw a light line across. and I'm going to go out 35 along that light line. Now I'm going to get my compass here. I'm going to set it to radius 35. There, I've one circle going in lightly. I'll heavy it in soon. Then the smaller circle is a radius 25. So I'm going to draw in that radius 25. I'll do a bit of the heavy in detail. So the red switch button, okay, you can V down. There we go, and I've got a bit of hidden detail here for the back of the camera. So that stuff in, and then okay, surface S there. I've got to go in 20 for surface S for there. Common mistake would be to assume it's here. There's surface S. Now I'm going to project my plan view. I'm going to project down all my lines from elevation. Let's do that one again. Now, doesn't matter the distance you go down from the XY line to start your plan unless told otherwise, but I'm going to go down at 15. Now I can do a heavy line from the back all the way to here before we get this angled corner. Now it's 20 that way and it's 20 going downwards here. I'm going to go over lightly to the end. Mark down 20, and this is going to be a 45-degree angle. So there we go. And it's another 20 this way, downwards, because you can see that 20 is representative of that. Okay, I'm going to heavy all the way across until surface S is starting. So I'm heavying all the way across until surface S is starting. Now that's another 20, so I could go lightly across. And then I'm going up 20. Okay, and again it's 45 degrees. Then I can heavy that in. Now the red button is halfway in the solid. So I'm going to go across there from the corner, and I can heavy the red button here in plan, then the line it's starting from. So there's the red button in plan, and then we need to do the camera lenses, okay, in plan. So they're going out 20 and 20. So 20, 20. So this one is going to be heavy across all the way there. The shorter one, okay, there, I'm going to have to bring down the end point of the circle in elevation. So it's 50 there, 25 center and 25 out. There we have the plan view of it. Now, we want to do our end elevation. So a reminder, we'll have a look at the solid again to help us out. So there we go. So you might be wondering about that hidden detail line in elevation up around here. Just to show you it in 3D, okay, it's this line at the back of the solid. This hidden detail. Now our end elevation will be looking in from arrow B. This height here will not be known to us, but we can get it from elevation. So we can get it from bringing the end the bottom of the click button in the elevation across the end elevation, and then we'll deal with the true shape. So we can draw in our 45-degree line from the corner of our elevation. Okay, we're going to bring our lines in plan across until we hit the 45-degree line. I have a line there that I need to heavy in plan. I'll do now in 1 second. Now, I'm going to bring these lines up to elevation. Heavied in plan. Now I'm going to bring these across then in elevation there towards my end elevation. Don't forget where the camera, okay, the click button stops, we bring it across. Okay, where surface S stops. We want to bring the top and bottom of our circle over. Now, I want to heavy in our detail of our camera. Okay, so start with the click button first. So it's the click button is here in the back face. Now, this line is heavy right here. This is where it starts. Now surface S, going to follow the top of that line on surface S across, and then plan over and up. That's where they intersect. So I'm going to join them together. Now, then I'm going to heavy up there. There's a heavy line here, a hidden detail line here further back, or a portion of hidden detail. Now the front surface of the camera, or this surface of the camera, is projecting as an edge view right here. And then The big part of the lens is coming out 20. That's already done. Now, there we have our camera lens drawn in end elevation. Okay, we have our camera lens drawn in end elevation there. As you can see, right, so we're going to do the true shape of surface S next. Okay, so I'll finish part 4 of this question here. Determine the true shape of surface S. So this is surface S on the model here. Now there's 2 ways I can do that, right? So here I'm going to show you the first way. I could, okay, rotate the surface until it's parallel to the XY line and plan. Okay, so I have it here in the model. I'm going to rotate it now. So I select my surface. I'm going to select it from the bodies folder. Okay, and rotate. Rotate. Rotate about this axis, and I'm going to rotate it until it's parallel to the XY line, okay, in plan. Now, I have it roughly parallel there. Now I'm just going to tick OK, and you can see there it was nearly parallel. There, I need to get it parallel to the XY line in plan. Now the other way I could do it, okay, is using an auxiliary. Now, alright, so the second thing I could do is do an auxiliary elevation, okay, to get the true shape of it. So an auxiliary view projected from our plan view. Now, there I'll hide the drone. Can't get the screen to move anyways. You will only have to do surface S. You won't have to do, okay, the whole camera, and probably project it up that way. So we'll do it on the drone now. Right. Okay. So doing the rotation method. Right. So I'm going to draw a line from the end of surface S that's parallel to the XY line in plan. So I'm going to get my compass there. So I'm going to get my compass, okay, and I'm going to, right, so I'm going to get my compass here, I'm going to rotate this surface around until it's parallel to the XY line in plan, okay, and then I'm going to bring the surface up to elevation, okay, and then I'm going to bring this point across here. And here's the true shape of the surface S here now, because now it's parallel to the XY line in plan, so it's the true shape and elevation. But the other way is to do an auxiliary. So I'm going to get my set square. Okay, and I'm going to project perpendicular to the edge view of the surface S in plan. So this line here is perpendicular to the edge view of surface S in plan. Now I'm going to draw in my x1, y1 line. Okay, and I'm going to take my height from elevation. So I'm going to get my compass. Okay. Okay, I'm going to step this height here and get the other one, and step here. Just continue that down, and now I have the true shape of surface S here using an auxiliary elevation. Right, so that's two ways of getting part 4. Rotating the surface until it's parallel to the XY line in plan, and it'll be a true shape and elevation, or taking an auxiliary elevation looking perpendicular to it. Right, that will do.